Alright, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do some problems off your homework. I expect this homework finished when you come in on Friday. Alright, I'm going to do some across the way just to help you all along. This will be your notes. I will know that you're supposed to have these problems done. Alright, let's take a look at this one. This combines some stuff that we learned over the last couple weeks and some of the stuff we learned today. Okay, we got two things going on here, x's and y's. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down, x and y. Alright, the first one, you got x to the fourth over x squared. You subtract the exponents. 4 minus 2 gives you 2. Alright, now let's look at the y's. You've got y to the negative third over 2. Y to the second, I'm sorry. So, you've got minus 3 minus 2. Okay, minus 3 minus 2 is going to give you a negative 5. If you're not real good with negative numbers, put this in your calculator. All right, this isn't finished. You can't have a negative exponent. X squared stays on the top. Y to the fifth goes to the bottom, and it becomes positive, and you're done. All right, I'm going to do number 8 for you. All right, this is the multiplication type problem where you're going to add the exponents. Okay, add the exponents. So I've got A, and I've got my B's, and I've got my C's. All right, I got negative 5 as an exponent on an A and a 7. I add those together. That's going to give me A squared. All right, on the B's, all right, I got 8, and I've got a negative 3 for an exponent. Add those together, and that's going to give me a 5. Final one, I got c to the negative 12th, c to the 7th. Add those two exponents, and it gives me a negative 5. I can't have a negative exponent. So, a squared stays on top, b to the 5th stays on top, c to the 5th goes to the bottom. Note the exponent change signs. That's your final answer. A squared times b to the 5th over c to the 5th. All right, number 20. It's one of our larger problems, but I wanted to go over it with you. All right, guys, we got 4 things going on here. We've got the numbers out front, the coefficients, that negative 4 and the 8th. We got the p's. P's over top of other p's. We got q's and we've got r's. All right, we're going to just take them one at a time. All right, negative 4 over 8. Right, both of those, I'm going to put my line here, both of those divide by 4. Negative 4 divided by 4 equals negative 1. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. All right, I'm moving on to the p's now. P to the first, okay, it's not there, but you know it's applied. So 1 minus 2 is going to give you p to the negative 1. All right, the next one, q to the 5th over q to the 2nd. 5 minus 2 is going to give you q to the 3rd. And finally, you've got r to the cubed over r to the 10th. Okay, 3 minus 10 is going to give you negative 7. All right, you can't have those negative exponents. So let's fix this. All right, let's fix the r first. R is going to go to the bottom and just become a 7. Q can stay on the top. It's a cubed. All right. P to the negative 1 goes to the bottom, and we can just call it P. We could put a positive 1 there, but we don't need to. All right. Negative 1, we could put negative 1 in front of the Q cubed, but all we need to do is put a negative sign. That's the same as negative 1. And finally, bring down the 2. That's your final answer, negative q cubed over 2pr7. All right, this problem is number 23. All right, this is again one of the bigger problems. All right, I'm going to draw my line here and start dealing with these. Right now, I'm just looking up in the left-hand corner. 3x times y squared. Everything inside the parentheses is squared. So let me just start by squaring everything inside here. All right, that's going to be 3 squared, which is 3 times 3, that's 9. X squared, y squared. Okay, now the next ones we can just bring, we can actually even get rid of the parentheses. That's going to, because this is 9 times x times 2 times x to the 4th y cubed over 6 x to the 8th y. All right, we're going to start cleaning this up. On top, 9 times 2, okay, like terms, that's 18. Let's see the x's. I see x to the 2nd, I see x to the 4th. That's going to, you add the exponents, that gives me x to the 6th. Y to the 2nd, y cubed, that's going to give me y to the 5th. On the bottom, we've just got 6 x to the 8th, y. Now we can start cleaning this up. 18 divided by 6 gives me a 3. All right, let's look at our x's. We got 6 minus 8 is going to give us x to the negative 2. So I'm just going to put that to the bottom. I could have put it to the top as negative 2, but I'm going to go ahead and put it at the bottom as x squared. Then I got y to the 5th minus y, which is the first. That's going to give you y to the 4th, right? And you're done. All right, this will be the last one I do. Number 19. All right. Again, we've got the numbers out front. We've got the A's, the B's, and the C's. All right. 15 and 18. All right. I know that'll get reduced. I can see that a 3 divides into both of them. 15 divided by 3 is going to give you a 5. 18 divided by 3 is going to give you a 6. All right, the A's. Okay. I already see. Okay, this A's cancel out. A over A, if something is the same, anything over itself cancels out. So I got rid of the A's. Let's do the B's. B to the 5th minus B to the 3rd. Well, I mean, divided by B to the 3rd is 5 minus 3. You end up with B squared. All right, C. We've got an exponent of 8, an exponent of 9. You subtract that, you get c to the negative 1. So that's going to go to the bottom. It's going to have an exponent of 1. And you know by now we don't need that. That's your final answer. 5b squared over 6c. All right, I'm hoping you're watching this video tomorrow. I'm hoping you're working on this by the time you come in on Friday. If you need to stop by class and ask me questions, I'm sure your teacher will let you.